Democratize democracy.
Democracy for you and me.
Democracy machine your dollar free. Keep a connect Gambian free.
Gambian, yes, you and me.
Sani kata mwelunyu. Lunyu wafi. Sani kata mwelunyu. Lunyu wafi. Sani kata mwelunyu.
I'm one of the people who thought, in fact, it is fundamentally important to have a new constitution. Not because the 1997 constitution is terrible. I mean, I've always said this. The 1997 constitution is not as bad as it is perceived. The problem we have had in the past is that the provisions, the very progressive provisions in the 1997 constitution, especially in relation to fundamental rights and freedoms, were being violated routinely by the same establishment that was tasked to ensure its compliance. So because of that, we got to a stage wherein people could no longer draw a line, a neat line, between what the constitution says and what is actually being done in practice. So it sort of created this vibe of opinion that the 1997 constitution is not fit for purpose. But if you look at section 18 to section 33, 36 subsection 5, fundamental rights and freedoms, is as good as it gets, in any other part of the world. So perhaps what we should really be working towards is strengthening the compliance or the level of compliance with respect to these provisions, but also ensuring that the institutions that are out there, that are tasked with implementation of constitutional provisions, do so, and not only do so, but they do so in a timely and effective manner. That is very, very important. Notwithstanding, I still believe a very good case has been made for a new constitution, because I think it is important for symbolic purposes to start with. It signals perhaps a departure from our very checkered recent past history with respect to protection and promotion of fundamental rights and freedoms, to perhaps something better. And in that regard, looking at the provisions contained in the 2020 draft constitution, I believe if that constitution was passed, it would have marked a very, very fundamental progress and development as far as our constitutional trajectory is actually concerned. So yes, 1997 constitution is okay. In fact, it is good, in my opinion, in many respects, especially in the often controversial areas of fundamental rights and freedoms. But the 2020 draft is better, much better, in fact, and would have marked a very fundamental improvement in terms of the legal framework, the constitutional framework for ensuring respect for fundamental rights and freedoms, for ensuring good governance, rule of law, and civil liberties, etc., etc. However, no matter how good a constitution is, it is there for the people, and the institutions that are actually tasked with respecting its provisions, complying with its provisions, or ensuring compliance with its provisions, and implementing its provisions. If they don't do so, then the constitution becomes a mere pious declaration with absolutely no teeth. So the legal framework is fine, but it is equally important that we match the legal framework with commitment, genuine commitment, to ensuring compliance, to ensuring implementation in a timely and effective manner.